Hey, Fiona, will you be ready to leave the house soon?
Hey, good morning, Wes. It's looking like my brother's going to be picking me up a little later than we planned. He said he can still come and get me on the way back to his place from the airport, but apparently there's been a major accident on the state highway and it's backed up like you wouldn't believe. He says he'll be arriving at my place an hour later than we scheduled.
I see. Sorry I couldn't take you to your brother's place myself. I would have loved to help out, but, well, yeah, that happened. I had no idea my boss would spring a business trip to Seattle on me when you were just 2 weeks out from giving birth. To make matters worse, I'd already applied to switch to remote work in preparation for the birth when he told me. I asked if there was anyone else who could go in my place, but apparently things are real rough at my company these days and we're suffering from a major manpower shortage.
What did you say the reason was again? Didn't the guy who was originally supposed to go on the Seattle trip end up in a hospital bed after getting into a car crash? You were literally the only person who was able to go, right? It's fine, babe, I get it. This one was out of your hands.
Thanks. They did know about my situation, so I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a little frustrating. But you're right, it couldn't be helped. Things are a little rough for the company right now. Of course, my mom does live next door to us, but she's about as useless as a chocolate fire hydrant, and if anything, she'd probably just get in your way if I asked her to get involved.
I'll make no comment on that one. Anyway, it's fine. Luckily, my brother and his wife said they'd take me in and look after me for a little while. Plus, they only live 10 minutes away from us, so the location is super convenient.
Yeah, no kidding. They've been total lifesavers on this one. My boss said I can fly back from Seattle early and cut the business trip short if there are any problems on your end, so don't hesitate to let me know if you need me, okay?
Okay, babe, gotcha. I'm sure I won't need to, but it's nice to know you'll be able to come back if anything happens.
Anyway, sorry, but I gotta head off and arrange a taxi to come get us now. Catch you later. You tell your brother and his wife I said thanks, okay?
Sure thing. Enjoy your business trip, babe.
Fiona, go and buy me some eggs, bananas, a bottle of wine, and a big juicy steak this instant. Obviously, I want everything to be of the highest quality money can buy, which means you're going to get it from the luxury supermarket by the station. Anything less and I won't accept it. I can't eat anything that isn't from that supermarket. Oh, and as for the eggs, I need at least a 10-pack, and I won't accept anything that costs less than $20. And believe me, I will be inspecting the receipt. Don't you dare try and trick me by getting some cheap garbage from the convenience store around the corner.
Veronica, I'm pretty sure I told you this the other day, but I'm going to be staying at my brother's place because Wes got sent over to Seattle on a short-notice business trip. He'll be arriving soon.
So what? What's your point? All that means is you need to get a move on and get it done before your brother arrives. Simple. Anyway, I never gave you permission to do a home birth in the first place.
Well, I'm sorry, but whether or not I do a home birth is my decision, Veronica. My brother and his wife have everything they need to care for me, and besides, she used to be a midwife, so it's not like they're unqualified.
Don't answer me back, young lady. I didn't ask for an essay. I told you I did not give you permission. Get your ass over to my house this instant. I need a word with you.
That's not going to be possible right now, Veronica. Like I said, my brother's going to be arriving any time now.
Quit making excuses. It'll only take 5 minutes. Stop answering me back and get over here right now.
Okay.
Veronica, what the hell are you doing? Why did you lock me in the sauna? Are you insane? You do know I'm heavily pregnant, don't you? If you can withstand the heat of the sauna, I'll acknowledge you as my daughter-in-law. I'll let you out when I'm back from my vacation, so quit your whining and focus on surviving instead. Your vacation? Today I'm going on a once-in-a-lifetime luxury 7-day trip to the East Coast that includes fancy wine bars, relaxing spa resorts, top-class 5-star restaurants, live music, and a rare cheese-tasting event.
What the hell? Are you saying I have to stay in this sauna for 7 days?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you can tolerate the heat, I'll finally acknowledge you as my daughter-in-law and Wesley's wife. That's what you've wanted all this time, isn't it? Simple, right?
It's too hot. My baby.
Oh, quit being a drama queen. My friend just arrived in the car, so I'll have to go now. Toodles! Veronica, wait!
Wes, there's something I need to tell you about.
What's wrong?
Your mom locked me in the sauna.
What?
Don't worry, I already managed to get out, so I'm not in danger or anything.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm pleased, but what do you mean she locked you in the sauna? Do you mean the sauna my dad and uncle had built onto their house as an extension as a result of their sauna hobby getting a little too out of control?
That's right.
I see. I have used it myself a few times, not regularly or anything, but it's nice as a refresher after working out every now and then. But it does get pretty damn hot pretty damn quickly. To think you got locked in there? Oh my God. What exactly happened? Would you mind explaining from the beginning?
Well, you see, this is how it went. Your mom asked me to go get her a bunch of groceries, but I had to say no because my brother was set to arrive to take me to his place at any moment. Then she said she needed to talk to me about something and demanded I go over to her house. I did say no, but she insisted it'd only take 5 minutes.
I see. So you went...
I didn't want to, but I thought if I didn't, she'd make me regret it later on. I messaged my brother to let him know I was heading over to your mom's for a few minutes.
I'm pleased you're okay, babe. You have no idea how hard I panicked when you said you got locked in the sauna. But what the hell happened?
Well, your mom invited me over, then I messaged my brother. I timed it so I'd get back to our house exactly when he and his wife arrived. But when I arrived at your mom's place, no sooner had I knocked on the door than she was dragging me through the house. And before I could even make sense of what was happening, she threw me in the sauna and slammed the door behind me. I tried to get out, but she must have blocked the door with something from the outside, because it wouldn't budge. It turns out your mom had plans to go on vacation with her friends, so she left me in the house, locked in the sauna room, completely on my own.
What?
Thankfully, my brother turned up pretty much straight after she left. He used the spare key I gave him to get inside to find out what was going on when he realized I wasn't home. Unfortunately, he could hear me banging on the door. I was probably only in there for like 3 minutes at most. The sauna was still heating up by the time I got out, which means I got out of there with no issues other than feeling slightly warmer than usual. Other than the shock and surprise of being dragged through the house by your mom, I'm totally fine.
Oh my God. I see.
I had my phone with me, so I did try messaging your mom. I messaged her, "It's too hot, my baby," to pretend I was still in the sauna and make her think whatever the hell she was trying to do was still happening as planned.
I see. I understand. Oh my God, Fiona, I'm so relieved you're okay. I don't know what I would have done if... Nope, I don't even want to think about it.
I'm resting up at my brother's house right now, so don't worry about me, okay, babe? I know you're probably shocked, but I just want you to focus on your business trip.
Actually, it's looking like things on my end are going to be wrapped up way sooner than I expected. My client meetings went surprisingly smoothly, and I only have a few extra loose ends to take care of now. I'll book a flight back home for tomorrow afternoon.
All right, got it. Thanks a bunch, Wes.
So my mom's on vacation right now? Did she say when she's coming home?
She said she was going for 7 days, so next Saturday, I guess?
Well, in that case, about what we discussed before?
Huh?
I did originally plan to move forward with everything when you'd rested up and recovered for a while after the birth. But it just dawned on me that if you're already at your brother's place, all I have to do is move quickly on my end, and we can probably have everything wrapped up way sooner than we planned.
Oh, Wes, I'm super grateful, but are you sure you don't mind? Won't you be crazy busy if you take all this on now?
It's fine, babe. It's really not that much of a big deal. Besides, I feel like we'd be fools not to take advantage of this opportunity with Mom not being at the house for a whole week. Leave everything to me, okay? I got this covered.
Got it. Sorry to trouble you, sweetie. Thanks a bunch. I'm counting on you.
All right.
Fiona, where the hell are you? I have no idea how the hell you managed to escape from that sauna, but this is not acceptable behavior. You're my daughter-in-law, and you had no right to defy me like that.
I take it you're finally home then, Mom?
Oh, hello, Wesley. I just came back from my vacation, but when I opened the front door, the most pungent smell was coming from inside the house. I knew something wasn't right, so I followed my nose, and can you believe where it led me? To the sauna! The door had been left wide open. I have no idea why, but there was a box of broken eggs inside the sauna. Oh, and they must have gone rotten, because they stunk so bad my entire house reeked of rotten eggs. I bet that wretched wife of yours is responsible for this, isn't she?
What led you to that conclusion?
Well, who else could it be? She was the last person in there.
You mean my heavily pregnant wife was in the sauna? And why exactly would she go somewhere like that?
She said she wanted to use it, so I let her in.
Are you for real? That sauna reaches like 80 or 90 degrees. It's like a frickin' volcano in there. Are you seriously telling me my heavily pregnant wife, who's set to give birth in less than 2 weeks, would voluntarily go inside a place that would obviously put a massive toll on her body and jeopardize our baby's health?
But there were eggs in there, and that's the truth. Anyway, you don't know anything about this. So you're away on business in Seattle, so you couldn't possibly comment on what's going on back here. Goodness me, Wesley, when are you going to stop blindly believing whatever your wife tells you?
I came back home ages ago.
What? You did?
As for the eggs in the sauna, you demanded Fiona go to the supermarket to buy you a bunch of groceries, including eggs, didn't you? But Fiona was waiting for a ride from her brother and didn't have time for that. So she brought over some expensive, top-of-the-range eggs we had left over, hoping that would be enough for you.
What?
That's when you locked her in the sauna, isn't it? The eggs got broken during the chaos when she dropped them during your struggle as you threw her inside and locked the door behind her. After that, she was so desperately focused on getting the heck out of there to protect herself and the baby that she totally forgot about all the broken eggs on the floor. And since she didn't go back after she escaped, they've been rotting there ever since.
Wait a sec. So, is that why you messaged me just after I messaged Fiona?
Bingo! Me and Fiona are together right now.
Oh my God, no way!
Oh, and you might be interested in knowing that she successfully gave birth to a healthy baby boy 2 days ago.
What? You mean I have a grandson?
Yes.
Oh, which hospital did she give birth at? Oh, she must still be there recuperating, right? I want to meet my grandson as soon as possible.
Haha. Get real, you deluded maniac. There's no way on earth you're meeting our son.
Why not?
Because you intentionally put his and his mother's life in danger before waltzing off to go on a frickin' luxury vacation, while for all you knew, my wife could have been dying. Surely I don't have to spell it out. You can't actually be too dumb to realize that if something happened to Fiona, your grandson's life would have been in danger too, right? I can't let my wife and son go anywhere near someone as dangerous and unpredictable as you.
Oh my God, don't call me that. Oh, forget all this. I'm coming over to your house immediately. Let's just sit down and hash things out like adults instead of throwing around petty insults like school children. What's going on? Your house is practically empty. Where did all of your things go?
We moved.
What?
We couldn't risk living next door to you for a second longer while you continued to bully Fiona.
Bullying? Why, I've never heard anything so silly in my life.
You can't play dumb or worm your way out of this one, Mom. It's too late to take back what you did.
Fine, just tell me where you moved to.
Yeah, nope, that's not gonna be happening. Goodbye forever.
Wesley, wait, I can't lose my precious darling boy. No!
According to Wes, his mother-in-law was the kind of person who took pleasure in bossing people around and seemed totally incapable of comprehending the consequences of her actions. To be totally honest, I didn't need to hear it from him because I'd been tolerating her crap for years by that point. But the whole sauna incident was the straw that broke the camel's back. Her behavior finally got so out of hand that it put not only my life in danger, but also that of our unborn son, which meant we had no choice but to get as far away from her as possible and cut all ties for good. Wes was at his wit's end with his mom's crazy shenanigans, and he really meant it when he said there was no going back. Last I heard, she still lives on her own in the same house. However, astonishingly, she still doesn't seem to understand why we had to get away from her, and lacks any comprehension of the fact she did something wrong. The final nail in her coffin was that afterwards, she went around complaining to all her friends about her son's ingratitude towards her, locking me in the sauna to teach me a lesson. With that, she became a total social pariah. Now she doesn't have a single friend left in the world, none of her family are speaking to her, and she spends every day in abject loneliness and isolation, wondering where it all went wrong. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to prove what a boss you are by liking and subscribing. Also, leave a comment if you think the mother-in-law from hell, Veronica, got what she deserved. We can't wait to see you again next time. Peace!
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Michael! How are you doing, my sweet chocolate love muffin? How about me and you head to the movies to see that new romance movies that drops on Friday? Everyone's talking about it. Apparently, it's amazing. I've decided to line up my schedule with when you get off work, so be a darling and book us a couple of seats for the 8:05 showing, won't you? Thanks, babe.
Huh? Is that Clara? Sorry, but I'll be heading out to the countryside to spend the weekend with my parents for my grandpa's death anniversary. I'll be out of town from Friday through till Sunday. Anyways, I thought I told you this already.
Huh, wait, you did? I don't remember. Whatever, none of that stuff matters. Just blow your parents off and tell them you'll be spending the weekend with your beloved girlfriend. Everyone knows putting your girlfriend first in a situation like this is the common sense thing to do, sweetie pie. You are a gentleman, aren't you? Forget your crusty old grandpa's death anniversary. I mean, jeez, who even celebrates those? Yep, that's right. Come on, have a good time with your beautiful girlfriend instead.
This again? For real? You have a seriously whacked out sense of priorities. If you think I'm going to abandon my family at a time like this. And we're not celebrating, we're grieving.
Whatever, tomatoes, it's all the same. Anyway, why are my priorities messed up? I don't think they are. Don't be nasty.
Why do you seem to think you should be my top priority in literally every situation ever, just because you're my girlfriend? Surely you can see how messed up that is.
Huh? Wow, I can't believe you, Michael. It's super duper important for guys to love and cherish their girlfriends. I thought everyone knew that. It's a boyfriend's sworn duty to fulfill his girlfriend's wishes at all times. No questions asked, okay? The end.
No, we're not done here. And you don't just get to end the conversation when you feel like it. I don't know how you get from, I should love and cherish you, to, I should cancel my plans with my family to go to the movies with you on a moment's notice. Nothing you're saying makes any sense.
God, what is it with you? You're always like this. Me. Ugh. Why are your plans so important that they take priority over me? Just take last month, for example. Remember when you said you were going to Seattle on a business trip? I asked you to take me with you so I could go shopping at all the luxury malls, but you refused and left me here.
How could I take you with me on a business trip? Seriously, Clara, that's my job, and I have to act professionally. You must have some conception of how unacceptable it would be for me to do that. It's not like I was going on a damn vacation.
It wouldn't have hurt you to take me with you, Minnie. It's not like I wanted to sit on your business meeting surrounded by crusty old men who looks like they died 5 years ago. I could have just gone sightseeing in the city while you did your boring work stuff.
My boss would flip out at me if I did something like that. Best case scenario, I get demoted and banned from ever going on business trips again. Worst case scenario, I lose my job. Why would you ask me to take on a risk like that?
Wow, really? They even sound like a bunch of big nasty meanies. Why would you even work for such a horrible company in the first place? You should quit.
Anyway, the bottom line here is that I'm going to be out in the countryside at my mom's place for the weekend, so I can't see you.
What? Don't you love me? What kind of man treats his girlfriend like this? You're horrible. Wait, are you cheating on me with some cheap floozy? Who is she? I want her name now. Are you taking some dumb bimbo with you to the countryside instead of me? You are, aren't you? Gotcha. Oh my god. Was that what the Seattle business trip was all about too?
Jesus Christ, Clara, you're nuts. You couldn't get this any more wrong if you tried. I have work to do. Goodbye.
No, wait! Hey Michael, thanks for coming down and seeing us all for Grandpa's death anniversary.
Don't sweat it, sis.
By the way, are you okay?
Huh?
Your girlfriend. What was her name again? Clara, right? Your phone was going crazy with calls and messages from her the whole time. It's not like I'm trying to stick my nose in or anything, but I couldn't help but notice.
Oh yeah, that.
It did look like you were replying to her every now and then, but Michael, did something happen between you guys?
No, nothing in particular. That's always how Clara is at night, or when we're not out on dates together, or during her days off.
Wait, what?
To make matters worse, we both get off work at the exact same time. So I get it in the neck without fail every day at 5:30 p.m. And then there's the accusations. She always accuses me of cheating on her with other women the moment I don't drop what I'm doing and do exactly as she tells me. It's like clockwork. I can actually predict when she's gonna do it by this point.
Michael, does your girlfriend have mental health problems? She sounds like a freaking nutcase. What was it last month? Oh yeah, she kept pestering you to take her with you on the business trip to Seattle, right? She completely ignored your situation, constantly demanding you that you come and spend time with her and accusing you of cheating when you didn't. I don't know how to say this without sounding rude, so screw it. I'm just gonna come out with it. Your girlfriend is a self-centered lunatic.
God damn it, Beth. Do you really think so?
Look, this is your relationship, and I know it's not really my place to comment, so if you feel like things are fine between you, then we can just forget about this. But if there's anything bothering you, I want you to know I'm always here to talk.
Nah, to tell you the truth, sis, things aren't fine. She did it again, this time with Grandpa's death memorial. She asked me out on a date, and I told her I already had plans. But she kept demanding I drop things with you guys to take her to the movies.
What?
Apparently, she drove over to my apartment to lie in wait for an ambush behind one of the garbage cans when I told her I was leaving for Mom's place on Friday.
An ambush? Behind a garbage can?
Thankfully, I took all my stuff to work and headed to the airport directly after getting off. So her wait ended up being totally in vain. When she realized I wasn't coming back, she started spamming me with hateful accusations and abuse. As usual, that included accusations of cheating.
Oh my god. Why don't you just break up with her?
The thought has crossed my mind, but I just know that if I don't do it the right way, she'll flip a switch of epic proportions and try pressure me into changing my mind. Or worse, do something dangerous. I'm under no illusions here, sis. I suck at choosing women. Actually, I guess the word choose isn't appropriate here, since she essentially pressured me into dating her. But that aside, the fact is, We're together now, and I don't know what to do. To tell you the truth, I think I might be close to the breaking point.
I see. You can message me whenever you need to, Mike. I want you to know when you can talk to me about anything, anytime.
Thanks, sis.
Mike, is now a good time?
Sure, now's fine. What's up?
I saw something crazy. You're not ever gonna believe this.
Huh?
But I'm not sure it's something you'll consider good news.
What happened?
I need to ask you something first. Clara is definitely the girl who I saw you with out of town in that time of the month or so ago, right? The petite blonde dress?
Yep, that's her. She really likes those dresses.
I see. I knew it. Anyway, listen to this. I saw a girl who looked an awful lot like Clara walking towards the part of the town where all the hotels are. You know, near the boardwalk. And wait till you hear this. She was holding hands with my boss.
Seriously?
She works as a temp for Viral Holdings, right?
Yep, that's right.
You see, Viral Holdings recently signed a huge contract with my company, so we now spend a good chunk of the workday dealing with their orders, and get this, my boss is in charge of the whole thing.
I see. So it is possible that they know each other. Then, I guess this means there's a chance this isn't just a simple case of mistaken identity.
Right, that said, we're just going off one sighting here. So I think we should just wait and see how things play out a little longer before we do anything harsh.
You're right. Let's play it cool and see what happens.
By the way, my boss has a reputation at the office for being such a serial womanizer. Which means you don't have to worry about me getting into any trouble at work. I'm pretty sure the higher-ups already know exactly what it's like, so it shouldn't be too hard to convince him if there's any trouble.
I see. So he's that kind of guy, huh?
I'll send you more information when I get it. Sit tight.
Thanks, Beth. Clara? You don't message me at all these days. Is everything okay?
Aw, my poor broken-hearted lover, Michael. I see you finally messaged me. Did you take a long hard think about your behavior while I wasn't talking to you?
My behavior?
Do you know why I haven't been messaging you this whole time? You do know I had to go quiet on you, don't you?
Huh? Why?
Did you get lonely when our messages dried up after I'd been calling and messaging every single day for so long? Go on, baby. Don't be shy. You can be vulnerable with me. Hopefully now, after walking a mile in my shoes, you know exactly how lonely you made me feel. That's why I asked you if you thought about your behavior.
So, what have you been doing for the last month?
Are you sure you want to ask me that? I can tell if you like, but only if you're mentally prepared for the iceberg that's about to hit your Titanic.
The iceberg that's... What the hell are you talking about? Stop messing around and just tell me already.
Well, you see, my sweet Michael, I'm currently in a hotel room with my ex-boyfriend.
Huh? Your ex-boyfriend?
The company I'm dispatched at the new client recently. But you'll never believe who it is. The sales manager in charge of everything is my ex-boyfriend. His name's Chad. We dated around for 2 years. That was 4 months ago. We met up again recently by sheer coincidence through work. It was like we'd never been apart. I knew it. Chemistry like that doesn't just disappear overnight. One thing led to another, and well, we may have accidentally gone to a hotel together. Oopsie!
Wow. Are you being serious right now?
Yep, super duper serious. Ever since then, we've been making tender, passionate love almost every single day.
Oh my god. Are you actually being serious?
Is someone feeling a teeny weeny bit jealous?
What?
You are, aren't you? How could you not be? Any man on the planet would be overwhelmed with the most soul-wrenching jealousy imaginable right now. After all, I'm screwing my ex to fill the void of loneliness in my heart created by my cruel boyfriend who refused to see me when I needed him the most. It's totally normal that you'd feel jealous in a situation like this, sweetie.
Why would being lonely give you the right to cheat?
You made me feel so lonely that I wanted to get my own back and hurt you, so you'd know how it felt too. If you have half a brain, you'll use this whole experience as an opportunity to reflect on your behavior and prevent it from happening again.
You're nuts. What you're doing is not normal.
Maybe it isn't, but you're still the one in the wrong here. If you don't want me to cheat again, I suggest you start doing what I say and make me your first priority. If you don't start respecting my wishes, you might just lose me for the next good time. I'll be passing the time in Chad's strong, masculine arms until you apologize for what you did and swear to never do it again. Good morning, Michael. Aside from work, we and Chad have been doing nothing but making steamy, passionate love in a hotel room since we last spoke. It's my day off today, so we came back to my place straight from the hotel and well, you know. And then you'll never guess what he said to me. He said we might be able to get married one day.
Huh? Married?
If you don't hurry up and take me back, we'll get married and you'll lose me forever.
Huh. Isn't he already married?
Excuse me?
Wait, did you know he was married? What the hell is wrong with you?
Wait, are you kidding me? Hang on. How do you know that?
So you took revenge on me by having an affair with a married man? To think you constantly accused me of cheating on you, and then ended up having an affair yourself. How ironic. I couldn't make this crap up if I tried.
No, answer my question.
That guy you're seeing, Chad, works at the same company as an acquaintance of mine. That's why I know.
What?
That acquaintance saw you and Chad walking together holding hands in that part of the city where all the hotels are. You know, near the boardwalk.
What? We were seen?
Yep, you were seen. Plus, I already knew about the affair when I messaged you yesterday. I was just playing dumb to get more information about it from you.
What?
This next part's important, so listen up.
What is?
You said it was 4 months since you and Chad last saw each other, right?
Yeah, that was when we last broke up.
Based on the time we started dating, you must have been cheating on me for at least 2 of the months we were together, right?
No, wait a sec, where? We're together? Why did you use past tense?
As for Chad, he's been married for a little over 3 years, but you said you and him were dating for 2 years before you split up 4 months ago, right? Which can only mean he was cheating on his wife too. So, not only did you cheat on me, but you did it with a guy who was also cheating on his own wife. Double punch. Boom.
No, but wait. This doesn't change anything. You're still my number one, Michael. That's what I feel for you, and these feelings can't be wrong. So you don't have to worry. It's fine.
Which part of this is fine exactly? Go on. This should be good.
Well, it's fine because I love you, and I want us to get married. Chad might have my body, but you have my heart. So it's fine. Let's just forget all this and move on.
No, this literally could not be any further away from fine.
If that's what you think, that could only mean that you don't love me enough.
Say what now?
Which is why you need to work harder to love me. If you do, everything will be fine. You get it, don't you, sweetie pie? You have to work as hard to make sure I never feel lonely again.
Is your brain short-circuiting? Is your head actually broken?
Huh?
You constantly harass me before completely disappearing on me. You lie to me. You cheat on me. How could I possibly love someone who betrayed me as horribly as you did? What kind of masochist do you take me for? I completely lost all interest in you.
What? No, you're lying. How could anyone lost interest in me? Just wait, sweetie. I'm gonna come over to your place now, and me and you are gonna resolve this. How about I wear your favorite lingerie?
Nah, don't bother. I mean, coming, that is. Actually, what do I care? You won't be able to come soon anyway.
Why not?
Because apparently Chad's wife, and both your and my parents, are about to bust in there and catch you both red-handed.
What?
I've been sending screenshots of all of our messages to Chad's wife and everyone else who will be affected by our breakup.
You've been doing what?
Alright, well, I guess we're just about done here. See ya! You see, I was only messaging Claire in an attempt to get her to reveal any information which could be used to identify her location. When I got what I needed, the squad assembled and made the preparations for their attack. Next, the whole platoon, consisting of a very angry Chad's wife, my parents, and Claire's parents, swiftly barged their way into her apartment and found the two of them huddled up together under the kitchen table in a pathetic attempt to evade capture. Actually, barged in sounds a little too dramatic. The door was unlocked, showing just how untouchable they thought they were. Meaning, the gang were able to let themselves in and casually walk right in. In the end, Clara's arrogance was her undoing. She was insistent she only did what she did to make me jealous as revenge for me not immediately acquiescing to her every whim. But far from the get-out-of-jail-free card she seemed to think her excuse was, to me, it just made what she did even worse. Being in a relationship with someone who'd intentionally go out of the way to hurt you as revenge for perceived slights is one of the most dangerous things I can imagine. The total of their combined affairs, going back the whole 2 years, led to both Clara and her partner in crime owing me and his wife an ungodly amount in compensation. To nobody's surprise, Chad ended up breaking up with Clara after our divorce. Also, they had to quit their jobs before long, due to being universally hated at their companies, unable to bear the hostile atmosphere. Of course, Chad's wife divorced him too. As for Clara, apparently she's so deep down in the depths of the despair of having to work 4 jobs to come up with my compensation, that she barely has time to sleep, let alone beg me for another chance.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.